Hey guys, Andrea here, back with another video. As you can see, I look a little bit crazy. Now I need to put on some eyeshadow. So for today, I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro 3 palette. So it is messy and dirty, but it is well loved, and that's why it looks this way. I love this palette for multiple reasons. It's got a lot of great neutral shades, a lot of great crease shades, as well as some fun ones like this amethyst shade, so like a jewel tone, the rose bronze. It's just a very, very nice neutral palette with a few things that you can pop in and play with. I am going to go with a little bit more of a neutral eye as far as like not playing with a whole lot of color. I was thinking something like darker in the corner and then fading into like a lighter shimmery shade. Just a very standard eye look because I do have a bold lip on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to take this brush here, which I think is from Mally. I believe I got this in a BoxyCharm. I've gotten a couple BoxyCharms before, so I like it. I am going to go into the shade, I'm going to go into the shade Pink Nude to start off with. And these Lorac palettes pick up a lot of product. Like, you can see how little I just put my brush in, and look at how much fallout there is. So I do like to tap off my brush. I know, typical like tap off the excess. But it really is helpful with when you're working with shades as pigmented as the ones in the Lorac Pro palettes. Again, into that Pink Nude, blending into the crease on both eyes. You can see it's already adding quite a bit of dimension and just kind of bringing in a little bit of shading into the crease so that our eyes don't look completely dull. Blend, 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 blend. I'm going to take the Canvas shade, which is the second lightest shade in the palette, on the same brush and just blend that right into the top outer edge just to kind of diffuse the color a little bit and give more of like that faded effect. So my brow comes pretty curved, so a lot of times I will take it almost all the way up to this part of my brow, but then I'll have some of that brow bone there that I want to really highlight. So I am going to take the Blanc shade in the palette, which is this like white shade. It's not completely white, but it's very, very pale kind of cream color. So I'm just going to take that Blanc shade on this flat brush here, load it up pretty good, and then go right underneath that brow bone. And then what I usually do is I'll go straight down into the palette and get the very, very tip and then carry that right underneath this part of the brow. I'm going to take this little bit of a fluffier brush. This is the Morphe S12 brush, and I'm going to go in with the dark brown shade in the top portion, like more into the crease of very, very, very outer corner of my eye. So I've just got that color out into the outer corner. I'm going to darken the very, very outer spot just a smidge. And then I'm going to go back in with that same crease brush that I used, that same Pink Nude shade, and just diffuse out the color that I added into the crease there. And you can see that darken the crease quite a bit. But by doing this, you're blending all the colors together and adding the two shades, kind of using that same transition shade to blend that out, really helps make everything look a little bit more seamless and you don't end up having the harsh lines. Again, I will then go back in with the same dark brown brush and just blend lower. So use that Pink Nude shade to blend up into the crease and the dark brown to blend lower into the crease. I'm going to take this brush here, which is the Ulta eyeshadow number 2 brush, and I think I'm going to go in with the light pewter shade right here. And I didn't wet this brush. You certainly can, but these have quite a bit of color payoff just like from tapping the brush in. And I'm just going to go from the inner corner into that middle part of the eye and just blend it out into that brown shade. Concentrating it more into the inner corner and blending out, diffusing out as you go. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this end of a Anastasia brush that came in a palette with her. And I'm going to take that same dark brown shade that we used in the outer corner, tap into the very tip of the brush, and run it under the lower lash line. So then this has a fluffy brush on the other end. I'm going to take that pink nude shade that we used in the crease, again just on the tip, and diffuse out that darker shade. Then I will take that same Blanc shade on that same brush and go into the inner corner. I'm going to take a flat definer brush like this and go into the truffle shade here on the bottom, which is kind of like a little bit of a shimmery black, and lay that down for some eyeliner on the top line of on the top eyelid. So just put it on your brush and press it into the lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish it up with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and I'll show you the finished look in a minute. So there we have it, the completed look using the Lorac Pro 3 palette. This is for sure one of my favorites. I love all the Lorac Pro palettes. They did such a good job with the formula of the shades. Everything is super, super pigmented, and they're definitely some of my go-to palettes. I also love the packaging and how slim it is because you can take it anywhere and fit it anywhere. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with anything else you'd like to see or questions or whatever. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you soon. Bye.